welcome back to Making Musician. This is the kind of part 2 to the last start of the keyboard study as we are shifting into keyboard from the violin while I am recovering from my hand injury. But we've switched spots now because he's got some things to show me, and he kind of wanted me to have a good, different perspective and angle on this thing. So with that, this is Matthew Hart. I'm Adam Schreiner. Sorry, skipped through that. And this is Making a Musician. So I'll let you take it from here, Matthew.
All right. So we've been having Adam look at the melodies he's playing on the violin through the lens of the keyboard, especially since he's been injured. And so we've done quite a bit of that. And we've just been playing melodies, single note melodies. We haven't done anything with chords. And so I'm going to just show him some basic things about chords and how to understand them. So that's the purpose of this lesson, is to get started on that. We're going to get started in the key of C. On the violin stuff, we start in G because of reasons of the easy keys on the violin are G, D, and A. But we're going to do this through the lens of C on the keyboard because it's the easiest way to look at it, because the key signature for C is no sharps and no flats. The one thing we've been doing has been talking about the scale in terms of numbers, where we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 again, right? Now, I'm going to start, when we're talking about individual notes, I'm going to start referring to these things as the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and first again.
Okay.
The reason is we have those individual notes that we reference like that, but we also have chords. We have very basic chords called triads, and I'm not going to get into how they are mathematically made up right now, but it's a very simple thing. You take the 1 for a C chord, so we start the C note. If we want a C chord, we skip a note, so we play the 3rd with it, with that middle finger. Then with the pinky, we'll get the 5th note. So the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. That's a C chord. That's a C chord. This is a C note. This is a C chord. In root position. The reason we say it's in root position is because that C is the lowest note we play.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about that right now. But the cool thing about the key of C is you don't have to know anything. For us to play a chord scale, now all I have to do is keep that claw the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.
Because of where your thumb is at.
Right, exactly. And but do you know the shape stayed the same?
Yeah, there's the
Now, when I'm referring to the chords, now I will say, when I say play the 1 chord and I'm in the key of C, it means place. There's the 1 chord. Here's the 2 chord. Here's the 3 chord. That's why I'm doing the differentiation when we're talking about the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, the individual notes. Because when we're talking about the individual notes, let's say, I use this analogy a lot, we're talking about the parts of the car or the parts of the chord. And when we're using a chord, we're talking about the whole car, and it represents that note. This whole car is referenced to that first note of the scale. Does that make any sense? So C is the first note, and C is the 1 chord, right? Okay, and I'm not going to tell it. So every key lines up that if you play these triads like this, just within the scale, then you got C, the 2 is minor, we don't care why, the 3 is minor, the 4 is major, the 5 is major, the 6 is minor, and the 7 is half diminished, and then we're back to major. So it goes major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major again. Again, that stuff doesn't matter right now too much.
Yeah.
But I just want to put that in there. So
is just real quick, I know it doesn't matter, but just curious, is that a pattern that applies to all keys?
It's the whole thing. It's every key.
So every key follows that same pattern, just like we have.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I just went over that right now. So we can actually, to play an accompaniment, we can just playing that C chord, right? So I could just play the chord, but when you hear me play the guitar, you hear more something like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now over here, what is this? It's the same chord, just in two different octaves. And so down here, I'm using this to play a bass note. So I'm going to play C bass note with the pinky, and then the whole C chord. That's a bass note, that's a chord. So the cool thing is to play, we can use any of these notes from the chord for alternate bass notes even. Watch this. So instead of going, I can go, or this. Those are all legal when I'm just accompanying any song. I could do Mary had a little lamb, or I could go Mary had a little lamb. Gives it a little bit more dimension, right? Or Mary had a little lamb, or I can go Mary had a little lamb.
Okay.
Does that make sense
Yes,
to you?
100%.
Okay, so Mary Had a Little Lamb, the accompaniment for it. It's in 4/4 time.
So we got this little whiteboard. He just drew this. I will have this up on the screen, but you can explain to me, and I'll have it up on the screen.
Right.
Then.
So we're just going to play all of this in root position. And so it's got 4 beats of the C chord. So to represent those 4 beats, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So that'll be a whole measure.
Okay.
So even though I've got the C chord, we're just taking for granted that you know what the bass note would be, but just to play it in a march beat fashion.
Okay.
No, also Mary had a, and then what's the next measure?
C.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Little lamb. Then it goes to a G chord. Now a lot of times beginning piano students, they'll teach them inversions of chords right out of the gate, and I think that it's really important to understand all the chords in root position before we do that. So when we go to the key to G, and we go to G, G is the 5 chord in the key of C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th note, and the 5 chord is built on it, okay? So that's the 5 chord is the G. So I'm going to shift my hand. So I'm going to start out by playing Mary had a little lamb. Then we'll just shift everything to G, little lamb. And then back to what? Look at my chart.
C.
Back to C for a measure. Little lamb. Cool thing about this is if you look at the next line, what is it?
Same.
The same thing. So again, to memorize the accompaniment for this, we just memorize 1/2 and then we've got the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. Then back to Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. I'm betting you can do that. I'm going to switch spots with you right now. Okay,
and we're down here.
You're gonna
here,
put
yeah.
that, but your pinky goes here. We're gonna keep you. So hit the pinky, then the chord, the pinky. That was a whole measure.
Right,
And then another measure. Now go to G. Move both hands. Move the pinky to a G and move the thumb to a G right there. Yep. Back to C for a measure. Go back. Yes. Second line.
And again.
Yep. And then to the 5 chord, which is G and C. Back to C. Excellent. Now you're going to accompany me. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. And then back to. Sorry. That's so good. Excellent. Now, what's really cool about this is now we're leaving the 1 and the 5 numbers down below. Notice that never changes. For G, What's 1 going to be in the key of G?
G.
Okay. Can you tell me what your 5 is going to be in the key of G?
Can I cheat?
Yeah, you can. That's what it's for. So start out with the G. Make sure.
Oh yeah. So D.
Yes. Okay. So the 1 and the 1 and the 5 are the most important chords in music. There's only 7 chords in the system, the basic chords, right? So, but the 1 and the 5 are really all there is, and everything else is a substitution for it. They teach you in theory that you should be able to play any song with just the 1 and the 5 chord.
Interesting.
And everything else is substitute. That's why the 1 and the 5 are the most important things. So if you only know, you memorize, oh, the 1 in G is G and the 5 is D. That's a good, excellent thing to get committed. So I'm just going to write all these things in here now, because this is now, sorry, I'm doing a bad job of writing those things. That D looks more like a square. So, but
I see the pattern though,
okay.
so we're good.
Now, okay, so let's play our G major scale though, because there's going to be something that happens in here. Right, there's that 1 sharp, that F sharp, right? Play it down now. Okay, now get your right hand on that and get your pinky on a G down low. Okay, now let's play Mary Had a Little Lamb in G. 1, 2. Well, let's just have you play the G chord first, and play a bass note with it too. Okay, now go to a D chord. Okay. Why is it? Because that's part of the scale. So this chord does that. Now that was an aha moment for me when I was little.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, why is that black key in there now? Oh, because that's part of that scale.
Yeah, because we're not.
Okay, now you got it. Okay, that's excellent job. So now let's you and I start, and we're gonna play Mary Had a Little Lamb in G. 1, and this is where I'm gonna have you go to the accompaniment lesson and actually play along. On the website, you'll be accompanying the fiddle, right?
Yeah,
okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Nice and slow, and then.
Oh. Good. Did I miss one?
One more. You just missed one more, and then.
Oh, I missed one more?
No. You had to go to D.
Oh, gosh.
You're good.
It's funny as I'm actually there, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, no. And finish out the measures. Yep, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go.
Oh, ready? See? Oh, I messed off.
There you go. No, good job. Yeah. Okay, so now when we go to D, I'm not going to write it in here. Okay. You tell me key of D. We're going to be, and you already know what a D major chord is because you just played it.
Yeah.
So maybe play the D major scale. Get that.
Sorry.
Right. So it's got the C sharp in there too, right? Okay. So play me a D chord with a bass note. D, pinky on the D.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So just play me good. Now, what's the 5 in the key and trick? Here, pinky's already on it,
we're on
right?
the A.
Yeah. So now you're gonna move everything to the yep, and then
and the A.
Well, put yep, yeah. You're gonna yep. So now give me a bass note though. Very good. Okay. So let's go back to D and do it really slow. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. A. Back to D.
Oh.
Okay, that's D. Now let's go to A. Play me the A major scale. That's an A chord. Go ahead and play me the whole with the right hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, so we got 3 sharps now, right? F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Okay, so play me an A bass note and an A chord. Just one time. There's the 1. Now, what's our 5?
5 is E.
E, okay. Now, yep. Oops, give me an E bass note with that, though. Yep. Okay, very slowly. We're going to play that in the key of A. 1, 2, ready, go.
Oh.
And then back to A.
Oh my gosh.
You're all right. Stop this slowly.
So where am I? There it is.
There you go. Ready? Sorry.
Where am I at?
You're doing good. Excellent. So you just you accompanied Mary Had a Little Lamb in 4 different keys. Was it? But you saw how it was all the same.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we lost the camera. So we're just gonna wrap this up. But you showed me. I get it. I have something to play with.
And we're not explaining everything about this. So that's one thing I want the viewer or listener to understand is that we're, I'm getting him going and the explaining is going to happen as we go along, so it's not like I'm explaining every last bit of everything as we go along.
Right.
The important things.
And so, so now I'll be able to do the chord charts like off of the other tunes?
The simple tunes. You'll be able to just
off
work
of the
with
website,
that.
right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, that was kind of like you said, getting me going on the piano, and we're here for the next couple weeks. So this is what I'm going to be playing since there's no violin work. So we will see how I kind of progress, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see what's next. So as always, thank you for coming on this journey with us, and we'll just see how it goes. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.